So glad to be here in Turkey. Unfortunately, my Turkish is inexistent, so bear with me. It's going to be another presentation in English. I need the clicker though, sorry. It's over here. And the green one, right? Yeah. So I spent my entire career at the intersection of technology, media, content, advertisement, and a couple of years ago I decided to move to a new territory for me, e-commerce. I apologize for the fonts. It seems that they're not working properly on this machine. That's unfortunate. And let me introduce briefly our company. Today we heard that Webrazzi went public, so congratulations, Harda. Hopefully it's going to be a super successful IPO and the beginning of a new journey for you and the company. We as GoDaddy went public on April 1st of this year, so never happened before to be involved somehow into IPOs in one single year. And this is a picture that I took of the opening ceremony. We're listed on the New York Stock Exchange. There's the CEO of the company and a bunch of customers sitting on the balcony with people from our customer support organization in order to emphasize how we consider customer-centric our organization. And just to give you a quick idea of the numbers, you can read it through the slide. What is relevant for me, and I want to bring it to your attention, is the number of employees that are dedicated to customer support throughout the entire organization. So why Turkey? We've been here for a while in the sense that a lot of Turkish customers decided to do business with us, but only recently, 6 months ago, we decided to enter officially in the country, investing in our operations and expanding on our communication efforts. So I'm not going to go through the list at this point. You know very well what are the key assets of this country. I want to emphasize just the last two bullets, the strong entrepreneurial spirit of the country, and then the fact that from a domain perspective, it's a .com, .net dominated market. So what is our recipe in order to support the 3.5 million small businesses that are active in Turkey? Well, first of all, we want to learn, and I'm here to learn. You probably spotted one of the first slides, my Twitter account, so feel free at Maruzzi to contact me, and I'm glad to spend time with anyone here who might help me understand better about the Turkish ecosystem and economy. So as I said, we survey our customer base on a regular basis, and these are some of the outcomes of a recent survey that we ran here in Turkey. And it reflects, to a certain extent, what we have experienced in other European markets. So FTE, for example, on the right side, 28% of people who do business with us are full-time employees in other organizations, but they're dreaming of the next job, the opportunity to do something for themselves and their families in a more entrepreneurial way. And then the community of what we call web pro, web designers, professionals doing business, website, web designing for other organizations or small businesses, it's a significant percentage. But again, by talking to our customers, we came to the conclusion that there are these 6 macro points that needs to be addressed in order to craft a successful offer and meet customers' needs. So time has been listed by our customers in multiple countries as a main constraint. Business owners have a very tight agenda. They don't have time in order to invest in technology. And even though they understand that the digital is the future, it's the next big thing, and it could be the best approach in order to acquire new customers or leads at a cost of a fraction of what could be done in the offline world, they often do not have time. And knowledge seems to be another point of weakness. Even though we use on a regular basis smartphones, it's clear that technology represents some sort of barrier or complexity, and these are associated with a lack of skills are two other main issues that are considered by our customers and in general by small business owners as constraints or blocking factors. And then there are two other points. One is the perceived impression that it's expensive to go online and build a digital identity, plus the fact that they need support. So how do we answer to all these concerns, legitimate concerns? So there are multiple ways to go online. As you can see here on the right and the left side, there are two macro definitions: do it yourself or do it for me. So if you're sufficiently talented, skilled, or brave, you can use our technologies and technologies from third parties in order to build your digital identity. On the other extreme, there is someone who prefers to rely on professionals, and these professionals are the guys sitting in the middle of this slide. So guys with technical expertise who can provide support to third parties. And the market is split. So what we always recommend is to start small and then grow your digital presence over time according to your needs and what is required by your business model. So at the beginning, at the heart of the digital experience, we still believe that domains continue to play a crucial role. There have been a bunch of domains. .com celebrated the 30th anniversary this year. Then the new domains have emerged, such as .cafe, engineering, whatever. And hopefully soon here in Turkey, we will be able to launch .istanbul. So the entire journey is what we illustrate here, but let me go straight to this point, how expensive it is to build a digital presence. So we did a little bit of analysis and we tried to assess the total cost for moving online. So the green bars that you see down there represent what could be the average investment for internet connectivity at the heart of everything you plan to do in these days. And on top of the white bar, we have positioned different scenarios in order to illustrate the direct cost associated with an online presence. So you start with a very simple do-it-yourself approach, and what we are projecting there, again, including the green bar, is the total annual cost for building a website by yourself. Then obviously you can grow, as we said, start small and then add the new features and functionalities over time. And so the middle bar represents a more complex, a more feature-rich type of scenario. While on the right side, we are exposing what could be described as the do-it-for-me type of scenario, where obviously the cost could go higher in considering the level of features and functionalities you plan to include in your website. Again, I don't know if these figures resonate with you. In the background, there's a coffee mug to give you the idea what we think could be the cost to build a successful digital presence using our tools and our technologies. We intend to operate as a remote IT department for small, medium businesses all over the world and in Turkey as well. So again, talking about Turkey and trying to provide some context, we were pleased to know that recently that this well-known website, buldum.com, has used GoDaddy as an infrastructural partner since the very beginning. Now they have dozens and dozens of domains with us in order to articulate an SEO-friendly strategy and drive more traffic back to their main property. And what they mentioned as a key asset was the ability to engage with our customer support and be constantly reminded of deadlines or enhancements that could have been done in order to improve their online presence. And I had the pleasure recently to meet with the founder of this company, +1 - 1. It's a local startup based here in Istanbul. The guy came back from Canada, the founder, and decided to invest here in Turkey, a very sophisticated piece of software. It's not B2C, so probably you don't have had the opportunity to experience it, but indirectly as a consumer, considering that these software optimize solutions for third parties, such as ATM locations, you might have the opportunity to indirectly benefit from their services. They partner with us since the very beginning. What the founder mentioned was the ability to scale over time and use GoDaddy as a partner over the years. So we're going to build more customer stories. As I said, I'm here to learn. We want to learn as much as possible about the Turkish economy and Turkish needs. And we started only 6 months ago, honestly, so very recently, to start developing content in many formats, exploiting media opportunities, because as you probably remember from one of my previous slides, supporting customers and removing some perceived obstacles to the complexity of technology is one of the key requests coming from users who are already online or who want to move online. So how have we done so far? I think we're moving in the right direction, and I'm sharing this with you not to impress you, but just to prove the fact that investing in Turkey makes sense, and if you do it right, the returns are tangible. So you can see the red 2 bars, an indication of the size of our business in Turkey, comparing the first 9 months of this year versus the 9 months of last year. The growth is substantial, and we believe that by the end of this year, we're going to be the #1 company selling domains in Turkey, which is obviously an element of pride. And in this direction, we will continue to build our asset locally. Arda earlier mentioned about how we want to support local businesses, and as I said in multiple occasions, I'm here to learn and listen. So we want to prove that we are committing to the market by launching ad hoc products that we feel resonate better with the local economy. So not later than last week, we launched an easier version to go online, providing a full set of features to build a digital identity, but at even lower price. And with the same type of philosophy, we decided, sorry, I should go back, to offer a 25% discount on our website using the promo code WebRazi15. You can go there and shop with everyone. I don't want to emphasize this commercial aspect. I mean, it's just an initiative, again, to prove that we are here to help, and we want to support the local businesses and local economy. So to wrap up, it's a fascinating industry. When you talk about small businesses, whatever you're going to say scales extremely well internationally. In Turkey, in France, in the UK, they have all the same issues. And the small businesses represent the backbone of every economy, no matter how advanced or large that economy could be. So our challenge at GoDaddy is to provide the software, the services, and the ammunitions in order to empower the creativity and the spirit of innovation of entrepreneurs all over the place. The journey has just started. I want to just mention Office 365. It's one of our most successful products in these days. And personally, I love it. It combines a lot of productivity features with a cloud paradigm that I think truly resonate with me, and I'm sure will resonate with a lot of customers in the future. And it's been a pleasure being here with you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I'm sure you're going to have a great WebRazi. Thank you so much.